Live?
Are we live? We are live.
Now we're live.
Excellent.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to this virtual write-in.
Woo.
Woohoo. How's it going? How are you guys doing? I can't believe we're a week into NaNoWriMo already.
I literally cannot.
How did that happen? Where did the time go?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The time is still there. It's just disappearing very quickly.
It's a little wibbly wobbly at the moment.
Very good.
If you guys don't know us, I'm Catherine. I'm the communications manager at NaNoWriMo.
And I'm Nick, and I'm the editorial and programs intern at NaNoWriMo. You may remember us from such virtual write-ins as the one last week on Wednesday and the one on Saturday. There was a lot.
Oh yeah. My mom watched that one.
Yeah. I think a couple friends who tuned in. It was great. Yeah.
Glooby.
That's Glooby. We got your fan art.
Glooby's evil twin. Oh my gosh, the person who drew Glooby, that was great.
Oh, that made my day. I'm not even kidding.
If you've never been to a virtual write-in before, welcome. This is basically where we take an hour out of our days and just try to think about writing, talk about some writing issues that are coming up, and do a lot of word sprints to try and just get some words down. So yeah, what's your word count at right now? I'm very curious. Let us know in the chat.
What's your current?
I am on par. I am really, really excited. I keep saying this, but this is literally the first time this has ever happened to me. And now I'm just like, I think now I'm at this place where I'm like, I can't let myself down.
Yeah.
So
today we're supposed to get what, 13K?
Yeah, let's see. Today is the target word count for today is 13,333.
Okay.
And I am at 11,794 at the moment.
Wow, a lot of these word counts are really impressive. More impressive than mine. I'm at about 9,500.
Nice, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do any writing on Tuesday, and then yesterday I had a lot of other stuff, and I couldn't get a lot of it done.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll hopefully get a lot more done.
Yeah. There are some other people in the chat saying that they're behind as well, so you're not alone.
Well, there's been a lot of distractions this week, and it just so happens that is today's focus. Distractions, focus, and keeping the momentum going.
Yeah, we're taking today as a distraction-free day.
Even though we're on YouTube.
As best we can. You know what? This counts.
This does count.
This is focusing on writing.
It's educational.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a lot of writing, so hopefully that'll help focus.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we said it's distraction-free day, and then we both got distracted. Trying to find.
Well, I have 3 windows open right now.
I know. We saw.
But on that note, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our NaNoWriMo sponsors. Yeah,
they've kind of been helping us put together this sort of distraction-free day. Focus Me is the sponsor, and so it's one of those like online apps where you can kind of regulate how much time you spend on specific websites. And I think they're offering their stuff free for November. And then a discount for participants and winners. So you should check out our sponsor offer pages. We have all our sponsor offers on there. I'll drop a link to that in the chat.
And so being that it is November 8th, we also want to encourage y'all to announce your novels if you haven't already. I mean, it's never too late to start. Keep updating your word counts every day, because that makes it work. It helps.
It helps.
My brain is very fried today. I'm so tired.
It's okay. Should we?
Let's move on to a sprint.
Yeah,
How about that?
Let's start writing.
All right. So, if you have been here before, you will know that our favorite thing to do is do word sprints, and the first one is usually 5 minutes long. And this first one is gonna be use the word focus or distraction or something related to that in your word sprint. I'm gonna post this in here. And you'll have 5 minutes. And then at the end, we will share.
5 minutes, use the word focus or distraction. And remember, if the prompt doesn't work for you, that's okay. You don't have to use it, but still try to write during those 5 minutes just as much as you can.
That's right. All right, starting.
Ready?
Right now.
Oh, excuse me.
You've got 2 minutes left.
All right. I think
That's
time.
the time.
Cool. Yeah, post in the chat. Let us know either how many words you got that sprint, or if you use the prompt, maybe share a sentence how you used it. Yeah, let us know. Zero Writes used both focus and distraction in their sprint.
How many did I get? I don't even know how many I got. I'm going to ballpark it at 150.
Nice.
I was continuing a scene that I had from last night.
Cool.
That it's been going all over the place.
Gustavo Guevara asked where we can get a cool shirt like that. And I don't know which shirt you're talking about, but if it's this one, you can get it in the NaNoWriMo store.
And if it's this one, Costco? I don't remember. Yeah. Wow, lots of great writing stuff.
Alexander Peel, you got 188 words and use distraction.
Writing so fast.
Let's see.
A lot of people have used both. Yeah, feel free to share what sentences, like your favorite thing that you wrote.
Yeah, I got 117 words. The scene, so I've been writing each chapter from a different character's perspective. And this, I left off last night right after one of the characters just kind of like came out as gay. And so the scene I was writing about this is just like talking about how she gets distracted by pretty ladies. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think this is a weird scene for me to explain because it's just when I say it's all over the place, it's all over the place. It's just like not stream of consciousness so much, but just like the thought pattern of this character is very specific.
Nice.
I would say. But it's like containing like a lot of little details.
Cool. Tanya333 used a prompt for the first time. Awesome.
Woo!
Congrats. I'm glad that was a good prompt for you. I like this this quote, and I feel like I'm going to butcher your name, but I think it's Anya Calliope Argyris says, demons hanging around humans were the best. Emotions, drama. Just like girls on their period, life would be so dreary without it. But mostly I like it because of all the like all caps and exclamation points. Julia Peterson said, hard same. I have genuinely seen a pretty girl gotten distracted and walked directly into a fridge before. That's great. Oh man. Man, you guys are doing great. Ooh, Mimi Lil says, I am at 11,983 words right now. That's cool. Yeah, let us know if you like hit a milestone or something too in one of these virtual write-ins. Like if you get to 10,000 words or I don't know, 25,000 words, because some of you are there already somehow. Because you're awesome.
I'm so jealous, but like that's amazing. I'm encouraged.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you want to move on to the first discussion point?
Yeah, for sure.
So you want to know, because we're about a week in, there might have been some things that like you have discovered during your first week of writing, whether you're new or you are returning Rimo. You know that feeling the first day of writing, you're like, yes, I got this. Second day you're writing, like, yes, I got this. Third day you're writing like, I gotta do this. Oh my god. Yeah. And now it's like day 8 and you're like, okay, I have to power through.
Yeah.
I have to keep going. We know how it feels.
Yep.
We know how it feels because we're writers too.
Yeah.
But like you gotta keep it going. And it will be awesome.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you've been coming across that have been distracting you, perhaps? And how have you been dealing with that?
Wow, a lot of people saying 5th nano, 9th nano. Been doing nano since 2005, and it's still like that. That's true.
Nice.
Yeah, it gets easier in some ways, and stays just as hard in others.
I like this. Vicky Flawless says, then it's like, why did I say I would do that? And how many words is that? That's definitely how I've kind of been feeling the past couple of days. I don't know. For me, like just getting started is the hardest part because I'll be like sitting at home, like, I don't know, reading a book or like I've gone to a class or something and be like, I don't want to write right now.
Yeah.
But then once I get started and kind of, it usually takes me, I don't know, maybe about 20 or 30 minutes to kind of really get in the groove sometimes. And once I'm there, I'm like, wait, okay, now I just have to finish the scene. And, I keep going through it. So
Same.
That's kind of my thing.
A lot of people are saying like chores and classwork is really a big thing. Full day events during the day. Politics is a big one.
Yeah.
I didn't write anything on Tuesday, but that's okay. Tiny bit of secret though is I keep writing like random sentences and knowing I have to turn them into paragraphs later. Honestly, like even if it feels like you're
That's
just
good.
putting down random stuff, like you're getting stuff in there. You'll get kind of a cohesive product in the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Timo says, I deleted one of my favorite games because I kept playing it instead of writing.
I've had to do that too.
Yeah.
I uninstalled a bunch of like apps for my phone, and I've changed up kind of what like things I have open on my computer at any given time so that I can not be so distracted. It's been good.
Oh my gosh, Olivia Simmons said, my mom had a baby on Friday, but I still hit my word count.
Nice. Next writing prompt, have one of your characters have a baby. Lizzie Taylor, how does anyone keep up with this chat? I read very fast.
Yeah, I sometimes like scroll back up and like read some of the past ones and then just kind of like, okay, this is this whole chunk.
Zara says a very good piece of advice: skip scenes, reach your word count, and then join them up after. That's actually what I'm doing in this one. I'm writing out of order.
Yeah.
Like totally randomized. But like I'm only getting halfway through each scene each time. And so I think what I'm going to do at the end of the month is put it back in order and then continue writing each one now that it's kind of like a little cohesive.
Cool.
I'm excited to see how it goes. Wow, lots of people saying. Take care of volunteering.
I like this. Genevieve Trout says, world building muscles are gone. World building, I've gotten lazy by just reusing characters and worlds throughout this world. So doing something original is hard. I think that's a really good point because it is kind of like it's exercising a certain muscle in a way. It's like, with exercising, it's like the first day you go to do something, you're like, yeah, this is great. And then the next day you're like, oh my God, my muscles are so sore.
Yeah.
But if you keep going on it, then you can eventually do more and more. And I think writing is kind of the same way.
Yeah. And physically speaking, like make sure you get up and stretch. Like don't stay from that really helps. Like go walk around the block or go do some jumping jacks or whatever you want to do. Like get out of your writing zone so that you can come back refreshed. It's like the best thing.
Definitely.
How do you get that round crocodile toy? It's Blobby.
Oh yeah, this is Blobby, or it may be his evil twin Glooby.
Glooby is the evil red plot bunny.
Plot bunny.
Yeah.
That's right. Anyway, this is Blobby. He's great.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we want to ask now is like think about what's on your character's mind. So like what might be distracting them from their goal? Like what how are they staying focused or not staying focused? Like what might be going through their minds?
And I think this is something that helps me sometimes too. And it's definitely like advice I've heard before, but it's like if you're feeling really frustrated with not being able to know where you're going with your writing, then you can like channel that frustration into your character somehow. So yeah, what like distractions are your characters facing right now? Let us know.
What about yours?
Mine, oh man, so the way I'm setting up my novel right now is kind of a way I've never done it before. Like I said, I have 12 main characters and I'm telling their perspectives for each from a different chapter. So it's like, it's almost at this point, like, I don't know that I know where the story is going, but I don't know that like a cohesive plot has shown up yet.
Yeah. I think I have a controversial point of view on this, but I think plot just kind of happens sometimes.
That is how I've been. That definitely.
I've been embracing that more lately. Like, I mean, obviously, like it can help to have like a really like complex plot like laid out. But sometimes if you just have like characters that kind of speak to you, that kind of have organic personalities and lives, the plot just kind of happens sometimes.
That is true. I think,
it doesn't mean like nothing, don't make anything happen, but like sometimes like you just got to have them be in a room together and see what goes. I
guess my thing is like they don't have like a specific objective that they're working towards. I don't like I'm exploring a lot of different parts of where they are, which are not necessarily distractions, but
that's kind of where I am at as well.
Yeah.
Like I think I've mentioned before, like I'm writing kind of like a bunch of different stories that are kind of coming together in a weird way, but because each scene is kind of like really at this point really distinct from the others, things are still quite hazy,
Yeah.
like right now, but I'm really enjoying figuring those out. So some of my characters are kind of distracted, but like
Nice.
there's not much focus to be had yet.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what happens.
Cool.
A lot of great responses.
I know. I was looking at this one from Kindling the Hearthfire podcast. And it says she's trying to get back home, but she's meeting people where she's at and building relationships that are making it hard to leave and get back to her old life.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
I created a character just to kill them off, and now he has a life of his own. Not sure I can kill him now. That's Alexa Wolf. Writer problems.
Real.
Jose Moreno asks if the lobby in the painting is Grandpa Blobby. I think you painted that, right?
I did paint that. No, I think it's just fancy Blobby.
Yeah.
And that's what he wears when he goes out.
Miss Misty says, I like doing beat sheets for my novel because it gets the main plot points out, and I don't feel too bad if I end up going off the rails for a while. That's fair for your characters too. Like they can go off the rails sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's about finding their way back.
Definitely.
It's kind of when I was thinking about this with distractions, like think about like side quests in video games. Because sometimes, like some games, I'm not going to name the names, but sometimes like the main plot line is quite boring, but the rest of the side quests, you're like, wow, this is really cool. And you can kind of just go off and do that for a while, even though like the fate of the universe is at risk, but you can just kind of wait and, do stuff.
I'm really, really bad at video games. I never played them really as a kid. So I'm definitely kind of like a button bashing sort of video game person. But
Fallout was kind of what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So I called you out on that one.
Yeah. One of my main characters seems to love to antagonize the other. It has become quite an event. They were supposed to get along. That's Tessa May. Wow. Lots of really great distractions from the characters.
I like this one. Nature Artist says, my character, an old knight, is kind of failing to see the forest for the trees. He's focused on recruiting, so he forgets to treat the ones that he has fairly and well. So that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking, is there going to be another sprint? And that is true. It's going to happen in just a minute.
Should we do it? Should we jump into it?
I dare you.
I do. I think this is an interesting question just before we do this from Addison Clark. Says, I did something stupid. I wrote a time skip, tips on filling it in. I think it depends. I think it's totally fine, honestly, to have a big gap of time. The previous draft of a novel that I wrote between part 1 and part 2, there's just 4 years that like you don't see. So I think if you feel like there are events, like important events that have happened in that time skip, then write about those. But if you feel like nothing important has happened in that time, then if you're not like interested or feeling engaged in what you're writing about during that time period in your novel, you don't have to write it. I think that's fine.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Okay. We got this prompt ready to go. It's going to be 10 minutes. I'll let you know at the 5 minutes. So we should probably tell them what the prompt is. Write a scene in which your character... I've already copied it. Oh, yeah, you've copied it.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write a scene in which your character gets distracted, slowed down, or impeded in some way. Ready? Begin. Go.
And this one ends at 35.
Yeah. It's 35. Let's see.
Excuse me. I think I'm allergic to word sprints.
It's windy out though. I think it's just unfortunate. Got about 4.5 minutes left.
Okay.
All right. How? First of all, timer's done. Thumbs up.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know either how many words you wrote or share a sentence. If you use the prompt, how you used it. Yeah.
Let's do word counter for me.
Yeah. Let's see. How many, I did not get very many words at all. I got like 147.
I got 438 words.
Nice.
Feel pretty happy about that.
Awesome.
Oof. So yeah, go ahead and share your word count. A fun sentence that you really liked from that writing sprint.
Lily.
How did your characters get distracted?
I was kind of going on the same little tangent that I had that I started in the last one of my character just kind of coming out and like just sort of talking about it's like just talking about the ways that she's like how she's in high school and she's like how do I even know if a girl is flirting with me because like there's no code for that so like
I wish there was
right me too how about you?
I kind of continue from the last scene, and I kind of tied in a little bit of character stuff because this character is visiting her cousin really unexpectedly because she basically ran away from home, and it's a weird situation because like they haven't seen each other for a while, but also like he's kind of aware that she's there, but she's like going on like continuing like this really long, just kind of like inner thought scene about like I wonder what he thought of that one time several years ago when I distracted him. I think I made him making a mistake about something, and I think he's really mad at me for that still. And like a lot of just like things coming out, so it's really interesting. I think where it's going.
I love that people are putting Blobby in their novel.
I know.
Jose Marino said the sentence that they shared was, "I'm afraid to ask," said Nero, "but who's the green guy?" Don Blobby. He runs what amounts to the mafia of Hope's construct. The green ball was confused as to his being summoned, but he went along. I love that.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
So good.
La Casa de Don Blobby.
I really like, I'm not sure if this is like a sentence that you wrote in your novel or if this is just you being really poetic about what you're writing. But Olivia Simmons wrote 342 words and says, I force the words through the empty space between when my teeth are gnawing my cheeks. If I focus on the sting of my mouth, I don't have to think about the sharp pain of the words I'm saying.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so good. Like, so
that's
poetic.
really nice. I like that.
Like, totally applies to writing. Awesome. HV says, got distracted by a man. Oh, no's. Not what you think.
Elizabeth Bridges says, her earpiece was slipping. Yes, she said, stalling for time. Yes, I've always really been into lychee. She heard an indignant... She heard an indignant sputter from her earpiece. No, Tai Chi, not lychee.
I like that.
Ooh, a lot of scary, like, ooh.
Yeah, it seems like there is a lot of like really dramatic things happening in your novel.
Your guys' stories are way more dramatic than mine. Mine is just people doing stuff.
You know what? That's okay.
That's okay.
That's what any novel is, right?
That's what life is,
Most
man.
novels.
It's like people just doing stuff. Maybe I'll turn my story into like Big Lebowski fan fiction.
Oh man! So people are putting like Bloppy in their novels, and Joelle Castile says in their region they're trying to like all incorporate a thing into their novel.
Yeah.
So their region is trying to all get metal bacon lunchboxes in their novels.
I think I have one of those.
Do you?
Yeah.
I should bring it in.
I'll bring it in. Awesome. So we have to ask for this discussion because we gotta keep it. Do you have a routine or a special place for staying focused? What do you do when you lose the momentum? So that is like, especially for you veteran rhymos out there, what tips might you offer for keeping the momentum going when you get distracted or slowed down or whatever?
Yeah, or like, do you have like when you need to, when you're in that place where you're like, I need to focus right now, like, do you have a specific playlist that you put on, or like a certain room that you go to, or I was saying to Nick, I can't remember exactly, but I know our coworker Mariah has this really elaborate routine where she like turns her screen black and turns on a special light and like plays a specific song. So like it doesn't have to be that elaborate, but if you have any routines or places that just help you focus, like what are those? Let us know.
I know that for me, I will use a computer plugin a lot of the time to like block everything other than my writing. And that's actually, I mean, aside from like the sponsor plug, like Focus Me, like Cold Turkey Writer, I think is the one that they have.
Cool.
They, programs for like blocking everything but your writing. There's other ones that are out there that'll just delete your writing, or I think one tip that somebody had, was it on donation day? That was have everything, turn your font to white so you don't see what you're writing, so that it doesn't distract you.
I've been recently, I think, just going on like a classical music kick and just like having that playing when I'm writing. So I like found like Yo-Yo Ma's Complete Works or something like that, and just kind of put that on that playlist and pause it when I stop writing and then start again when I come back the next day.
I try to make sure that I kind of have the rest of my life in order. Like I've done all the other things I need to do for the day. Usually that way I'm not thinking about the other stuff I have to get done while I'm writing. And that's more motivation for me throughout the day to like get stuff done so that I can go and write.
Let's see. Oh, Stephanie Messer says, I sit outside and let my mind wander. Hot chocolate helps. It does. And Olivia Simmons says, I sit on the floor with a whole carafe of coffee and listen to lo-fi hip-hop.
Nice. Lo-fi. Good stuff. Tessa May says, I play songs in Pandora that are D&D based, like tavern music. Yeah, I gotta go with the curated playlists. Those are really handy, at least for me. Like, it keeps us from getting distracted if I can kind of get into the zone.
Right, because you're not like, I have to find the perfect song. But
maybe something like lock your skip button, because you just have to kind of listen to that.
Let's see. Monkeys Forever says, if you're finding it hard knowing you only have to write for 5 minutes and then can have a break really helps. So do a quick word sprint and you have more words than you did before.
Word sprints are really helpful. I think. Because yeah, you can always write for 5 minutes at a time and then do that again later, as opposed to saying I'm going to write for an indefinite amount of time.
Oh, I love this by Mary Emma. It says there's a spot in my library that's by a fireplace. It's never on, but it looks pretty, with an armchair and an ottoman, and no one is ever there when I go. So if I want to focus, I go there. I love that. Mm-hmm. I love like little armchair nooks, especially by fireplaces, whether they're on or not.
Definitely. The chicken wire says, I put on my comfy writing clothes when I get up. I make tea and I write until 7:30 a.m. Then I change into my workout clothes after I get dressed for the day. Nice. It's a cue for my brain to do the next right thing. That's very cool. Very good. Richard Paul says, I can't write if I'm not overstimulated. I have the TV and my music blasting and throw the dog toy. If I can't complain about the distractions, I can't do it. That's that's an unorthodox way, I think, but like, I would definitely kind of see the use in that. Because I think it just kind of comes down to what your kind of how your brain works.
Yeah. Oh, and Joel Castile says, I have a dream tent jury rigged on my writing desk and curtains down means I'm writing. I think that a lot. Just like, nope.
Awesome.
Cool. Should we get into this last sprint here?
I think we need to.
It's about time. All right.
Let me get my timer ready.
Cool. So for this last sprint, we're gonna kind of keep that feeling of like having a safe focus space or routine. So this final prompt is write a scene about either how your character escapes distractions or their like their special safe place where they go to like just kind of focus on themselves.
So this is going to be 10 minutes. I'll let you know at the 5-minute mark, and we'll have the prompt in the chat and the description.
Yep.
So ready and begin.
Okay, flourish.
I am nothing if not a writer with flair.
Bless you. Had a good day for me.
I know. Got 5 minutes left. And that's the time.
Okay.
Whew.
All right. Hands up, pens down, whatever you're ready
Give a
with.
good stretch.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Stretch. Oh god. I took an aerial conditioning class this week, which was a lot of arms. So my arms have been so sore the past few days. Oh man, yep, that was my shoulder. But yeah, let us know how you did on that sprint. Share your word count or sentence. Yeah, any of that. How'd you do, Nick?
I am counting, and I think I got 546. Some stuff happened in this section. I'm now realizing I think that one of my main characters escaped a cult.
All right.
But she's like having a very hard time like wrapping her head around it.
Like, cool. Yeah, I only wrote 266 words. I'm a pretty slow writer, so I don't know, but I feel pretty good with where this is going. I think I was like trying to figure out how to transition the scene of where my character is kind of having this like existential crisis and trying to transition that into like sort of moving the plot along. So I think I've gotten that.
I'm loving all these word counts and all these sentences.
Man, yeah.
Follow up from Elizabeth Bridges. She said that she slid the earpiece into her ear. She could already feel her shoulders uncoiling after the Tai Chi. No doubt. Hello, this is Lonely Girl 15 reporting in. Who's ready to play God? And now she could relax.
Nice. Well, let's see. Olivia Couture wrote 160 words and introduced a new character.
M.A. Scrawl hit 14,000. Nice.
Tessa Hawkins said just battled and won against Sothai Ooze in just this one sprint for the words. Awesome. That's another one of our sponsors. They have a really fun website where you get to like battle monsters while you write.
That's for the words.
Yeah.
Julia Peterson said, normally not much good stuff that gets sent up through here. Robbie said, it's the best thing for years was this giant green dinosaur toy that we all thought was probably sent by a mistake.
Oh man. Make Blobby just be an Easter egg in every single novel gets published in like a year or two.
Yeah. Chloe Fluff hit 23,000. Very nice. Kian is 200 words from 35,000. That's really impressive.
Nice.
Wow, a lot of great stuff.
Shivi Rani says, how hard can it be? The stable hands do it all the time. I'm a prince. I should be able to do this. I feel like that's there's going to be
famous last words.
Yeah, famous last words. Awesome.
That's a great stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are finding these helpful in writing. Let's see, Rachel Lowe said, thank goodness for the virtual write-in. So I'm glad that helped. And Dalton Graham said, these word sprints wear me out. Which, I feel you.
Awesome. A lot of people are getting really close to their stuff. Elizabeth, literature professors are going to have a field day trying to figure out all the Blobby references a couple hundred years from now.
Yeah. Also, Nature Artist 8012 just got to 12,000 words with these sprints. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. JL Willows less than 400 away from 20K.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I echo Zoe Skaggs, who says, holy cow, you must write crazy fast.
Yeah. Sorry if we type kind of loud. I think I came up a couple of times in the chat because that's just how the microphone is.
I think
You can always.
I did see somebody left a YouTube comment that said something along the lines of like, "Oh, people typing is my preferred background."
It's ASMR.
Music. Yeah. So just so you know, there are people who like it too. Yay! Oh, Sable Aradia is behind, but this is helping. So that's great.
Awesome. And I am not connected because the Wi-Fi might.
Okay.
It might just be my computer.
That's all right. Well, it's the hour here anyway.
Fine.
It's about 2 p.m. So time for us to get back to work.
Yeah.
Like this is work too for us, but it just feels like a lot of fun. Like I am really, really happy always to do these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple things before we sign off. Put suggestions in the YouTube comments so we can see them later.
Yeah.
Also, I think what we may try next time is do some Q&A. Somebody leave questions you have in the comments, and we might answer them next time.
Yeah. Or if you have ideas for prompts that you want to do, or things that you want us to address, let us know. it's always super helpful for us to know what you guys want to
Definitely
talk and write about.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Wait, which
Yeah.
this corner? I think it's this corner.
It's somewhere around in this area.
So
You'll
subscribe
find
button.
It's
anyway,
all
hit
fine.
the subscribe button and you'll get a notification whenever we put new videos up.
And don't forget to update your word count.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Whenever you want.
Yeah. If you want to join more virtual write-ins, we got a couple more coming up for you. Christina Horner, if you guys know her, she's an awesome YouTube person. And also does NaNoWriMo every year, but she is one of our YouTube guides this year, and she'll be leading a virtual write-in this Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you go to the video link for Christina Horner's virtual write-in, it should, and you click on it, the video should have what time it's starting in your time zone.
And then we've got another write-in with us next Thursday, same time, same place, 1 p.m. Pacific. And a lot of people are saying, do not forget to back up your novels. Back up your novels. Back it up. I have almost deleted my novels a few times. I make a copy of the document every day at the end of the day.
Awesome.
So that at least I can, backtrack to them.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
We good to go?
I think we're good.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.